Hello everyone, and today I thought I would do my 2018 January TBR because it is now January, which is so weird. It has come upon us so quickly, so I thought why not do the TBR thingy and get my books out of the way. And yeah, so before what I used to do with my TBR was just go along like my bookshelf and just pick up any book that I hadn't read and would read it, but that's quite boring. So I decided to do the whole writing down the books and then putting it in a jar and then picking them out, because I think that's more fun and more enjoyable, and it's like a cool lucky dip. So that's what I'll be doing today. I have them all in my little TARDIS mug thingy. I'm only going to be picking out 2 books because I know myself. I'm not going to be reading more than 4, so it's going to be 2. And then I've got another one, another jar, my little Pikachu mug with all of my manga in it. I'm going to pick 2 books and 1 manga because I feel like that kind of levels it out a bit, because if I'm stuck with something like really boring, I can break it up with a manga, or if it's really slow paced, I can break it up with a manga. I was lucky with my December one was that Elantris was very slow paced, but Six of Crows was very fast paced, so it kind of leveled itself out a bit. But if I get stuck with 2 very slow paced books, I got manga, and I kind of just need to get through my stuff anyways instead of just having them sit there on the shelves forever. So yeah, so without further ado, I shall go in and pick out one and then I'll just bring it down and talk about them, and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mix it around a bit so I don't know. Ha! Oh my god, are you actually kidding me? It's Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castell. This has been on my TBR twice now. It was on my last TBR and I didn't read it. It was on the one before that and I didn't read it. It's, the gods are saying, Alice, you gotta read this freaking book. And here it is, Spellslinger. That is a somewhat tongue twister. Anyways, from what I can gather from this, it is got magic in it. That's all I know, really. A 60-year-old boy who has to do magic. Yep, that's all. Like, really, the blurb doesn't really give out too much detail, just kind of telling you that the main character's a guy and he has to face a mage duel, and that's it. I really don't know. I'm assuming it's obviously fantasy, but I'm assuming it's set in a world where if you have magic you have to do tests, and this kid is obviously afraid he'll fail, and if you fail, maybe that's bad. But anyways, Spellslinger. Yep, I talked about this in my last TBR, so maybe there's more information there, but I have no idea what this book is about. Other than that, it is based around magic. On to the next one. I have a feeling Spellslinger is going to be quite action-packed and fast-paced, so hopefully I get like a... Well, actually I don't know what I get. Okay. The Fallen Blade. So this is The Fallen Blade. It is by John Courtenay Grimwood. Grimwood is like the coolest last name I've ever heard. Little story about this. I bought this book ages ago when I was 15 on a school excursion. I picked it up mainly for the cover. I had no idea what it was about. Like, I started reading like the first 2 chapters. No, like the first few pages, I just couldn't get into it, so I gave it to my dad, and my dad's like, this isn't like really for kids. But I think we should be fine now. Like, it is, I don't think it's adult fiction, but I think it's like in between of adult and young adult, you know, one of those. But I mean, like, I'm 20 now, I've read Game of Thrones, it should be fine. But anyways, a little information about this book. So the book is set in Venice in 1407. It is, I'm assuming from reading from the blurb, I don't know what this book is about, like, at all. It's about an assassin who finds an apprentice after seeing him drinking someone's blood on the floor, and he's like, that'll make a good apprentice. So I'm assuming vampires are involved. Sorry that I could be a bit more like aware of what I'm about to read, but honestly I don't know. Like the blurb just gives you a brief overview of like what's happening. I mean, in my wrap up maybe I'll have more information about it, but that's it for now. On to the manga. Okie dokie. Ba ba ba. I just wrote down like manga names instead of writing volumes because like depending on where I'm at I could just pick up, like I'll know which one to get. Platinum End. So this is Platinum End. Boop. It is a manga. Obviously. I picked this book up last year after just searching on Kinyukunya's website, just trying to have a little look, and I saw this and I just liked the cover. I didn't really look into it until I went to the store and I picked it up and I was like, I'm gonna get it. It's written by the same people who made Death Note, so I thought that will be quite nice and interesting to read because Death Note's pretty damn good. So a little bit about this manga. So it follows a boy named Mirai who at his high school graduation or mid-high school graduation, whatever it's called. Yeah, middle school graduation. Everyone's celebrating, but he's like having a poop time because he's surrounded by darkness and he's obviously depressed. However, he hears a voice from above and it is an angel, haha. But he's put against 12 other humans with angels who are now pitted against each other, in which the winner will become god of the world. So that's something. And there's a little end bit here where it talks about it. It says, Mirai has an angel in his corner, but he may need to become a devil to survive. But anyways, I thought it would be very an interesting manga to read. This definitely, I do not think has an anime. I'm trying to pick mangas that don't have animes as much now, and only reading mangas of animes that I just really like Oran. I think this would be a nice little read, so I'm excited to get into it. And I don't know if you can tell. You can, yes. It has like nice luminescence in it. Yes, that word. So rainbowy and pretty. But anyways, yeah. So that's that. So to wrap up, we have Spellslinger, which is about magic and all that jazz, and a boy has to do a major duel, but he doesn't know if he's going to win or not, so he needs some help. Heh. We have The Fallen Blade, which involves assassins and dukes and Venice, and I'm guessing vampires. And we have Platinum End, which is about angels and humans fighting against each other in order to become the next god. So there we have it. A very odd mix, but I think all on the element of fantasy, which is what I like. Heh. That is it. Hopefully I get through all these books. I'm hoping I do. And yeah, we shall see in my wrap up if I ever get to them, and then I'll probably have more of an understanding of what these books are about, because I don't know. Sometimes I just pick a book because I'm like, yeah, whatever, that looks okay, yeah, I'll read it, and I don't really know anything about it. And sometimes blurbs give away stuff that happens in books anyways. Like sometimes you don't want to know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But anyways, that is it for now, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and yes, I shall see you again soon. Hopefully. Yeah. Goodbye.